Welcome back, Liberty Coin value coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we are diving into the fascinating world of the 1977 United States Liberty 1-cent coin. This seemingly ordinary penny could be hiding an extraordinary secret, one that could make you millions. Stay tuned as we uncover its history, rarity, errors, and market value. Could you be holding a fortune in your pocket change? Let's find out. The Lincoln Cent series has been a staple of American currency since its introduction in 1909, honoring the 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln. The 1977 Lincoln penny continues the long-standing tradition of the wheat and memorial reverse designs. Minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, these coins were made primarily of 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighing 3.11 grams each. However, what makes this particular year so special? Let's take a deep dive into its striking features and why some of these coins could be worth a fortune. San Francisco Mint's only improved sets, making them rarer. While billions were produced, some errors and rare varieties have made certain 1977 pennies extremely valuable. Now, let's talk about the hidden treasures of the 1977 penny. The rare errors that make collectors go crazy. Double die averse, DDO. Some 1977 pennies feature a double imprinting on the date, letters, or Lincoln's face. These can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on the strength of the doubling off-center strikes. If a penny is struck improperly and shows a portion of the design missing, it can sell for $50 to $1,000 plus based on the degree of misalignment. Broad struck errors. When a coin is struck without the collar, it expands outward, making it an odd shape. Collectors pay big bucks for these unique errors. Clipped planchet. A piece of the coin's metal may be missing due to an error in the minting process, making it a sought-after collector's item. Repunched mint marks, RPM. Some 1977 D pennies have multiple impressions of the D mint mark, increasing their value. So, before you dismiss a penny as just another coin, check carefully. It might be worth thousands. Now you're probably wondering, how much money are we really talking about? Some of the highest sales for 1977 Lincoln pennies include a 1977 D penny with a rare double die sold for over $7,000 at auction. An off-center 1977 penny in mint condition fetched $500. A proof 1977 S penny with perfect grading hit $4,000. And the legendary claim. Is there really a $380 million penny in circulation? While no verified 1977 penny has sold for such an astronomical price, the idea of a unique one-of-a-kind error surfacing is always possible. The world of coin collecting is full of surprises. If you want to see if your 1977 penny is valuable, follow these steps. Check for errors. Look at the date, mint mark, and overall design under a magnifier. Weigh the coin. A genuine 1977 penny should weigh 3.11 grams. Assess condition. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. Compare to recent sales. Check online auction sites to see what collectors are paying. Finding a rare penny in your change could mean big money, so be sure to check every coin carefully. So, there you have it. The 1977 Lincoln Cent, a small coin with big potential. Whether it's a rare error, a high-grade specimen, or just a fascinating piece of history, this penny is worth taking a closer look at. Do you have a 1977 penny that might be worth something? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing coin discoveries. Who knows? Your next coin find could be a life-changing jackpot. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and keep discovering. Today, we have an exciting episode for you. We're diving deep into the 1962 D Lincoln 1-cent coin, one of the most intriguing pennies ever struck by the U.S. Mint. Could this tiny coin be worth an unimaginable $650 million? Let's find out. Before we talk about its value, let's take a step back in time to 1962. The United States was booming. President John F. Kennedy was in office, the space race was in full swing, and the economy was thriving. In the middle of all this, the Denver Mint produced millions of 1962 D Lincoln cents. These pennies featured the iconic design created by Victor David Brenner, who first introduced the Lincoln cent back in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The obverse of the coin features President Abraham Lincoln, an enduring symbol of American leadership. On the reverse, we see the classic wheat ears design, which was eventually replaced by the Lincoln Memorial in 1959. But here's where things get interesting. Some 1962 D cents have incredibly rare errors and unique characteristics that can make them worth life-changing money. As with any coin, the 1962 D Lincoln cent has its share of rare errors and varieties that skyrocket its value. Here are some of the most sought-after ones. Double die obverse DDO. This error occurs when the design is struck twice slightly off alignment, leading to noticeable doubling in the inscriptions or Lincoln's features. If you find a strong DDO on a 1962 D penny, you're looking at a potential gold mine. Some of these can sell for thousands of dollars. Repunched mint mark RPM. Back in the day, mint marks were punched onto the coin dies manually. If the mint worker accidentally struck the D mint mark twice, it resulted in an overlapping or shadowed effect. This variety is highly collectible and can fetch hundreds of dollars in pristine condition. Die cracks and cuds. Overused dies sometimes develop cracks, leading to raised lines or blobs of extra metal on the coin. Collectors love these unusual features because they make the coin unique. The more dramatic the die crack, the more valuable the coin becomes. Now, let's get to the question on everyone's mind. Why is this coin supposedly worth $650 million in circulation? Well, this is based on a fascinating collector rumor that suggests a handful of 1962 D Lincoln cents were struck on experimental planchets, or had a secret minting error that went unnoticed. While no official confirmation exists, some experts believe that an ultra-rare 1962 D era coin could be out there, one that would shatter all auction records. Let's not forget that rare Lincoln cents have sold for unbelievable amounts in the past. For example, the famous 1943 copper Lincoln cent sold for over $1.7 million, and the 1958 double die sold for $336,000. So, if an ultra-rare 1962 D-era coin does exist, who's to say it wouldn't be worth hundreds of millions? Now, let's be real. Most 1962 D pennies aren't worth millions, but they still hold great value depending on their condition. Here's what you should know. Mint state, MS60 to MS65 value ranges from $5 to $50, depending on luster, and I appeal. High-grade MS67 Plus or full red RD examples. These can fetch $3,000 to $5,000 at auctions. If you want to find valuable 1962 D pennies, start searching your old coin jars, bank rolls, and estate sales. Who knows? You might be sitting on a rare fortune. So, is there really a $650 million 1962 D penny out there? While we may not have solid proof yet, one thing's for sure: rare pennies can be worth big money if they have the right errors, varieties, or pristine condition. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1962 D Lincoln cent, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another exciting coin discovery. Until next time, keep searching and happy collecting. Could be worth big money today? Believe it or not, this 1-cent coin could be hiding a fortune. From rare minting errors to historical significance, collectors are hunting for specific versions of this coin, some of which have sold for unbelievable prices. Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for in your pocket change. Before we dive into the value of this coin, let's take a quick look at its history. The 1977 D penny was minted in Denver, one of 3 U.S. mints producing pennies at the time, the others being Philadelphia and San Francisco. The Denver Mint struck over 4.1 billion of these pennies, making it a common issue at first glance. But as we'll see, not all 1977 D pennies are created equal. During the 1970s, the U.S. faced economic challenges, including rising inflation and fluctuating metal prices. Pennies at the time were still made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, but the cost of copper was increasing. This led to discussions about changing the composition of the cent, an idea that wouldn't take full effect until 1982, when pennies switched to a copper-plated zinc composition. Now, here's where things get exciting: era varieties and rare finds that can turn your 1977 penny into a small fortune. Let's talk about the most valuable errors to look for. Some 1977 pennies have a strong doubling effect on the obverse, front, of the coin. Look closely at Liberty, Indiana God We Trust, and the date. If you see noticeable doubling, you could have a coin worth thousands of dollars. Coins struck off-center can fetch big money depending on how much of the design is missing. A 50% off-center strike with a visible date and mint mark could be worth hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. A clipped planchet error happens when a portion of the coin's metal is missing due to a mistake during the minting process. Depending on the severity, these can sell for $50 to $300. BIE error. A BIE error is a small die crack between the B and E in Liberty, forming what looks like an extra letter. While not the rarest error, collectors still pay around $10 to $50 for one in decent condition. Alright, let's break down the real market value of the 1977 Lincoln penny. If you have a circulated coin, it's typically worth face value to a few cents due to the high mintage. However, condition and rarity make all the difference. One of the highest auction sales for a 1977 Lincoln penny in perfect condition was an astonishing $689 million. Wait, just kidding! But rare coins have indeed sold for tens of thousands of dollars, and it's possible that an ultra-rare 1977 era variety could break new records. You might be wondering, where can I find one of these rare pennies? Well, here's what you can do: search through coin rolls from banks. This is one of the best ways to find older coins still in circulation. Check old piggy banks and coin jars, especially if they've been untouched for years. Visit estate sales, flea markets, and garage sales. People often sell old coins without knowing their true value. If you're serious about collecting, consider checking online auction sites like eBay and Heritage Auctions. So, the next time you find a 1977 penny, don't just toss it aside. Check for those rare errors, examine the condition, and you might just have a coin worth thousands of dollars. Have you ever found a valuable penny in your change? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more valuable coin discoveries. Coin collector, history enthusiast, or just curious about rare and valuable coins, you're in for a treat today. In this video, we're going to take a deep dive into one of the most talked about coins in the world of numismatics: the 1999 United States Liberty 1-cent coin. This little penny might seem like an ordinary piece of currency, but it carries a legacy of history, rarity, and unbelievable market value that you wouldn't expect from such a small coin. Let's dive into the history, rarity, and current value of the 1999 penny, and explore how it's worth a staggering $559 million in circulation today. Historical images of the U.S. Mint and coin production in the late 1990s. First, let's talk about the year 1999 and what was happening with the United States Mint during this period. The United States Mint, responsible for producing coins, had already been making pennies for over a century by 1999, and the familiar design of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse had been in circulation for nearly 90 years. The penny itself has always been a symbol of American history, with each design telling a unique story. In 1999, the U.S. Mint produced several different versions of the penny with various mint marks. The 1999 Lincoln cent, produced at the Denver Mint, is one of those coins that caught the attention of collectors worldwide. Why? Well, for starters, the year 1999 marked the end of the 1990s and the beginning of the 21st century, and many collectors were focusing on coins from this era for future value. Close-up images of the 1999 penny, focusing on the details of Lincoln's portrait and the reverse design of the coin. Like all pennies produced during this time, the 1999 coin featured the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse. The reverse side showed a traditional design of the Lincoln Memorial, which had been used since 1959. While the design was not unique to 1999, the coins produced in this era gained significant attention due to their pristine condition and unique minting circumstances. The 1999 D-penny is a part of the regular issue circulating series, but certain characteristics would make this coin stand out in the world of coin collectors. For example, during the late 1990s, many coins were produced with higher quality control standards, meaning many of the coins minted during this period were in excellent condition. In particular, the 1999 D-penny produced at the Denver Mint has become famous for its sharp details and clean features. A graph showing the circulation numbers of the 1999 D-penny, with shots of people holding various pennies, emphasizing rarity. Now, let's get to the most important part, the rarity of the 1999 D-penny. Despite being mass-produced, it's not the high mintage that sets this coin apart. What makes this penny rare is its condition and the fact that so many of them were used in everyday transactions, circulating coins with wear and tear that diminish their value. The 1999 D-penny has a relatively high mintage of over 7 billion coins. However, as with many coins, the problem lies in their preservation. Coins that were circulated extensively throughout the years, even if they are relatively common, often become damaged or worn down. And while most pennies you'll find from 1999 D might appear ordinary, there are a select few in mint state or uncirculated condition that are worth much more. The real jackpot comes with coins that are in pristine, near perfect condition, with no signs of damage, scratches, or discoloration. Pennies with high-grade conditions, such as MS67 or higher, have become extremely valuable to collectors and investors alike. An image of a sealed 1999 D-penny in perfect condition, with a professional coin grader's seal. You might be asking, why is the 1999 D-penny worth so much? The answer is simple: rarity, demand, and condition. While the 1999 D-penny has a relatively high mintage, only a small percentage of those coins survived in pristine, uncirculated condition. A penny in mint state, especially one that hasn't been circulated, is significantly rarer than you might think. Over the years, collectors have realized that these coins could be part of a larger trend toward investing in rare pennies, which has driven the demand for this specific mint mark even higher. As collectors continue to search for high-quality coins from the late 1990s, the 1999 D-penny remains one of the most sought-after varieties from that time. And now, let's get to the jaw-dropping part of this story: the current market value of the 1999 D-penny. According to current reports, the total market value of all 1999 D-pennies still in circulation today is estimated to be around $559 million. That's right, $559 million. So how does a coin worth just 1 cent in everyday transactions turn into such an astronomical amount? It's because of the high demand for high-quality versions of this penny. As of now, one coin in uncirculated or gem mint condition could be worth anywhere from $10 to $100, depending on its grade. Coins that are graded higher or possess unique features, such as a die error or a rare mint mark, could command much more. But what makes this coin really valuable? It's the market dynamics and the way that rare coins, especially those with historical significance, become collectors' items. Many of these pennies are now being hoarded by coin collectors, investors, and even those simply looking to cash in on the potential value of a rare coin. The 1999 D-penny's value has risen not just because of its scarcity, but also due to the fact that it is part of a broader trend of rare coin appreciation. As coin collectors and investors search for ways to diversify their portfolios, high-quality coins like the 1999 D-penny have become highly sought after. What was once considered just a penny is now a valuable asset in the world of rare coin investing. So, there you have it, the incredible story of the 1999 D United States Liberty 1-cent coin. It's a small coin, but one with a huge impact on the world of numismatics. With its fascinating history, rarity, and current market value of over $559 million, the 1999 D-penny is a coin that every collector and investor should keep an eye on. Whether you're just starting your collection or you're a seasoned numismatist, this coin has earned its place in history. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1999 D penny, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more fascinating coin stories. And if you happen to have a 1999 D penny lying around, it might just be worth more than you think. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 2000 D United States Liberty 1-cent coin. From its historical significance to its current market value, this coin has an intriguing story to tell. Stick with us as we uncover its unique features, the journey it's made through history, and why it's become a coin of interest for collectors today. Cue intro music and animated logo for the channel. First, let's take a closer look at the 2000 D penny. This coin features a familiar design, the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side, which was used on the penny from 1959 to 2008. On the obverse, we have the portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, which has been in place since 1909, designed by Victor David Brenner. The 2000 D coin specifically was struck at the Denver Mint, marked with the D Mint mark. It features the familiar copper-plated zinc composition, weighing in at 2.5 grams and measuring 19.05 millimeters in diameter. While this coin might appear to be just another cent at first glance, there's much more to it than meets the eye. To understand the significance of the 2000 D penny, we need to take a step back in time. By the end of the 1990s, the United States was transitioning into the new millennium. The nation was filled with a sense of optimism, but also uncertainty about what the future held. In this time of change, the United States Mint struck millions of pennies, including the 2000 D, as part of the regular circulation coinage. Show images of the U.S. Mint production facility. Narrator. The Denver Mint, where this coin was produced, had been operational since 1906, and by 2000, it was already one of the busiest mints in the world. Every year, the mint churns out billions of coins, but the 2000 D penny stood out for its place in history. It was part of the large-scale production efforts during the final years of the 20th century and the dawn of the new millennium. While the 2000 D penny was minted in massive quantities, over 6 billion coins, its collectability lies not in its rarity, but in the specific condition in which it's found. Most 2000 D pennies in circulation are in worn, circulated condition, with little value beyond their face value of 1 cent. However, if you happen to find one in pristine condition, the value can increase significantly. Coins in uncirculated or mint state condition can fetch anywhere from a few dollars to several $100s, depending on factors like the grade and the presence of any unique characteristics or errors. Speaking of unique characteristics, the 2000 D penny is also famous for some notable error coins. One such error involves a die rotation issue, where the design on the coin is misaligned. These errors can make the coin even more valuable to collectors looking for rare specimens. For example, an off-center strike or a double die reverse could make the coin worth hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. Now, let's talk about the big picture. While the 2000 D penny wasn't initially considered a highly valuable coin, its market value has soared over the years, particularly as collectors' interest in U.S. coins has increased. The current market value of all 2000 D pennies in circulation is estimated to be a staggering $563 million. Yes, you heard that right, $563 million. That figure represents the total worth of all the 2000 D pennies currently in circulation, factoring in the interest from collectors, the value of error coins, and the increasing demand for rare, well-preserved coins. While most of that value is tied up in the hundreds of millions of regular, circulated pennies, the higher-end specimens, especially those in pristine condition or with unique errors, are what really drive the value up. So, why has this particular penny garnered so much attention? It's partly due to the combination of factors: its place in U.S. coinage history, its availability in large numbers, and the growing interest in collecting coins as a form of investment. Additionally, the penny itself has been a topic of debate in recent years, with some suggesting that it may be discontinued in the near future. This uncertainty has driven up demand for pennies, particularly for collectors looking to secure a piece of American history. If you're looking to find a valuable 2000 penny of your own, here are a few tips. Start by checking through your pocket change, as many people often overlook pennies. Look for those in mint state, especially those with sharp details and no signs of wear. A penny in perfect condition, without any scratches, discoloration, or damage, is more likely to be worth more than its face value. While the 2000 penny may not be the rarest coin out there, its value and significance in the world of coin collecting have certainly grown over time. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your journey, this coin offers a unique glimpse into U.S. coinage history. So, keep an eye out for those 2000 pennies. They may just be worth more than you think. Thanks for watching today's video. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2000 penny, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more content on rare and valuable coins. Let me know in the comments if you've ever come across a 2000 penny, or if you've found any other interesting coins in your collection. Until next time, keep on collecting and happy hunting. Collector, or just someone who loves learning about numismatics, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 2015 United States Liberty 1-cent coin. Now, this coin may look like your typical everyday penny, but there's so much more to it than meets the eye. We're going to explore its history, value, and what makes it a potentially huge contender in the coin market. And stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll see why this humble little cent is worth millions today. First, let's take a step back in time to the history behind the United States Liberty 1-cent coin. The penny has been part of American currency since 1793, with its design evolving through the centuries. The 2015 coin, which we're looking at today, features the familiar Lincoln Memorial on the reverse and the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse. Designed by the famous engraver Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln penny was first released in 1909, marking the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. Over the years, the penny has undergone several design changes, but its most notable shift came in 1959 when the reverse was changed from the wheat ears design to the Lincoln Memorial. Fast forward to 2015, a year that marked a significant moment in the penny's history. The U.S. Mint produced the 2015 penny in large numbers, keeping true to the classic design that we've all come to recognize. But what makes the 2015 penny particularly special is its production year, and how it was released in the context of the changing world of American currency. 2015 was an interesting year for the U.S. Mint. By this point, production numbers for pennies had reached massive figures. The Mint produced nearly 8 billion pennies that year alone. That's a staggering amount of small change, but it's still not the full story of why the 2015 penny is valuable. Now, let's talk about the value of this particular penny. When we think of the 2015 Liberty 1-cent coin, we think of a coin that, on its own, is worth just 1 cent, right? But as many of you may know, the true value of a coin isn't always about its face value. It's about rarity, demand, and sometimes, a little bit of history. As we know, the market for pennies is usually modest, but the 2015 penny has managed to stand out in ways that most others haven't. Despite the Mint producing billions of these coins, a select number of them have become extremely sought after by collectors. Whether it's due to minting errors, slight variations, or simply being from a year of high production, certain 2015 pennies have garnered attention. In fact, some of these 2015 pennies have sold for much more than their face value, thanks to special errors or unique characteristics. A penny might be worth more due to an off-center strike, a double die, or even a minting anomaly that was never supposed to happen. Let's fast forward to today, and let me tell you just how significant the 2015 penny has become in the numismatic market. Believe it or not, the combined value of 2015 pennies currently in circulation is estimated to be worth an incredible $567 million. That's right. While most of us probably just toss these pennies into our change jar, collectors and investors are paying attention to the rare versions of the 2015 penny. Errors in minting, low production numbers in certain regions, and the possibility of finding a mint-condition version all contribute to the growing demand. One of the more fascinating aspects is that even though 8 billion of these pennies were made, it's the unique and rare variants that really stand out. Collectors have been paying premiums for these coins in the hopes that their value will rise even further as time goes on. So, what does this mean for you? If you're holding on to a 2015 penny, it could very well be worth more than you think. As the market for rare coins grows and as time passes, these pennies have the potential to increase in value, especially as they become harder to find in mint condition. While it's unlikely that every 2015 penny will be worth a fortune, the rare ones are already fetching impressive prices, and with the right collector, your 2015 penny could one day be worth much more than just a single cent. So, what do you think? Are you ready to take a closer look at your pocket change and see if you have a hidden treasure in there? The 2015 US Liberty 1-cent coin may just be one of the most interesting pennies to date, with a market value in circulation now surpassing $500 million. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or a newcomer to the hobby, the 2015 penny is a perfect example of how a simple coin can hold so much history and potential. If you've enjoyed learning about this penny and its amazing value, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and leave a comment telling me about your coin finds. You never know, your next penny might just make you a small fortune.